Hi, it's Dr. Andrew Choi from Riverside, California.
Hey everyone, I'm Cynthia, a current dental student in New York.
Jonathan Miller here with Fortune Practice Management.
I'm Chet Spivey from Ivy Clark Vivadan.
We all want to help our patients right now.
We all want to keep our practices.
Graduate on time.
Our teams.
Our livelihood.
Alive. And we all want
tomorrow to come today. But today is an opportunity to learn.
To learn. To lead, to share.
For a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow.
Together, we can prepare
for the future. Together,
we can make a difference.
For whenever that tomorrow comes.
Everybody continue to support one another, and remember,
we will come back from this.
We're all in this together.
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 We rise.
Hey guys, Kevin Henry with Ignite DA, practicing my social distancing, but still getting out of the house a little bit. Hope that you all are as well. Just want to let you know about all the great things that we have coming up with Care Credit, Dr. Bicuspid, so many good people coming on board with us from the KOL side, from the key opinion leader side, from the thought leader side to talk about what's going on right now in our industry and how you need to be prepared for what's to come whenever dentistry kicks back in full steam. I'm so excited about what we're doing with Care Credit, Dr. Bicuspid, Ignite DA, Ignite DDS, all working together to provide you some great information. So hey, stay healthy, stay away from each other, but more than anything else, stay tuned because we've got so many good things coming to you and we want to make sure that you're a part of the information that we're going to share from some of the best minds out there in dentistry. Hey, together we rise. Look forward to seeing you online. Dr. Bicuspid, Ignite DA, Ignite DDS, Care Credit, all coming together. Facebook Live. So much happening. Can't wait to see you.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're getting excited for another episode here today. I know I am. I'm learning a ton from all of our experts. Before we start though, I kind of want to talk to you about something that's really important, something we've focused on our whole careers for other people, wellness. We've worked so hard to keep them well. And I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, in the last month and a half, I've learned an awful lot about needing to keep myself well. We need to keep ourselves well. So as we launch the Digital Academy on IgniteDDS.com, that's going to be awesome, FYI. We decided we'd lead the charge with a wellness page, a yoga page. So I'm personally inviting y'all to join us 9 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday mornings Eastern Time on IgniteDDS.com/yoga for our session to help you stay healthy. We've got meditation sessions, we've got yoga sessions coming in. So join us at IgniteDDS.com/yoga. We want to help you guys stay well too. Cheers.
Hey everyone, it is Kevin Henry, the co-founder of Ignite DA and editor-in-chief for drbicuspid.com. Hope you all are doing well and hope that my partner in crime at Ignite DDS, Dr. David Rice, is doing well also. How are you, man?
I'm fab-tastic. So having a great day in St. Pete and extra excited because, you know, you and I have been doing this a lot. And I know your better half was on here a little while ago. So today we have my better 9/10. Anastasia. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Very good.
Good. Listen, I'm pumped. I love what we're going to talk about today, how to achieve work-life wellness in an unbalanced work environment. So kick us off like high view, and then we'll get into the weeds on what that means for us in dentistry today.
Thank you for even allowing me to share this message. But yes, I think a lot of us are so used to hearing work-life balance. And as we re-enter into dental practices, it's so clinically focused with, what do we have to do to protect our patients? What do we have to do to protect ourselves? We're very clinically mindset. It's about how do we treat the patient as soon as they come in, as far as infection control and all of that stuff. And as far as a mindset, we're so trained on autopilot with clinically focused mindsets that we don't really think about, hey, some of our individuals coming in are drained emotional, healthy wise and physically. And I think it's really important that we discuss that and share resources, because we're never going to get into balance. That's such an illusion. But what I do believe is we can achieve work-life wellness. And it's just learning what wellness opportunities do we have.
Yeah, I love that. Kev, thoughts?
Well, I know, Anastasia, before we came on, one of the things that you were talking about is that grief is such a powerful feeling right now. A lot of people are grieving different things. And how do you see that playing into this whole trying to achieve some kind of balance and wellness as well?
Kevin, grief is one of those things. I think as soon as you say it, it's almost like one of those, I don't want to feel that. But in actuality, grief is about loss. So it's learning, employees, hygienists, assistants, dentists, that people coming back into the practice, let alone, your patients, but we're talking team members, it's about loss of income. So not just their income, maybe their partner's income. It's about loss of, maybe family vacations that were planned. Maybe a team member was getting married. It's about loss of something in their life that was normal. And it's hard to adapt to that, let alone wrap our heads around clinically going in. So any type of loss that someone has experienced, let alone if somebody lost someone to COVID, this is just one of those things we know friends who have friends that and to see the emotion that it brings, it's important to discuss that and then share, maybe here are some resources that we can discuss or something to determine to help that team member become emotionally healthy.
So Anastasia, I like the resource concept. We'll get there, but one-on-one, person to person, we know each other well as dental teammates. Whether it's dentist, hygienist, admin, a dental assistant, we spend a lot of time together. We've been apart for quite some time, at least mostly apart. Emergencies aside, like what are some easy questions you would recommend everybody ask each other to get us emotionally on track?
I think some questions would be to, you're really great at follow-up questions for either health histories or case presentations. And I know that your team members, so you also don't want to cross a boundary, right? Because some people can go in and feel like, well, it's really not any of your business. But I think if you had a team meeting just to say, how is everyone doing? And just to kind of just get a feel of how are you really doing? How is your husband, your child, or what was the biggest thing that affected you during this time off? And really just make it from a personal, bring your heart into it instead of just sitting out and saying, it's not like we're asking a patient, hey, any changes in your health history? We know there are major changes that happened in our team member's life. So to really just sit down when maybe prior to starting your day, you have your team meeting, or to even set aside, I know as we stagger maybe lunches, but just to set aside and to say, I'm curious, how's it been for you? How has it go? We haven't had that much one-on-one, because I know that a lot of teams have not discussed the emotional part of it. I know we're all clinically, so that might be one of the ways to get into it, to answer your question, is just to sit down and say, what was the biggest thing that impacted you or your child or your family, or what did you, some people got puppies, and that's a big deal for them to come back to work. And sometimes, can they afford daycare? Because they've lost income. Can they afford, the vet bills? Are because people, we didn't know how long people are going to be home, if they have kids at home. what does that look like for schools or day camps and stuff like that? Because we're going into summer. So I would ask, what was the largest, give me your top 3 things that impacted you at home. And it's showing that you care.
Yeah.
Cool. And Anastasia, I know one thing that you did for Dr. Bicuspid was that you put out 5 mental health apps that really help. And I didn't know if maybe you might run through some of those, just to give some people some resources that maybe can help not only their friends get through this, but them as well.
Thank you, Kevin. There are 5 mental health apps, and you can get them on your smartphone. And this may be something, again, for dental teams to have a discussion on. They're free. So right now during COVID, there's a lot of free, whether it's trial size, whatever you want to say, not trial size, but you know what I'm talking about. So Calm is one. A lot of people know Calm because it's supposed to help you sleep. They've got sleep casts instead of podcasts. And Talkspace is one. Now that is one for therapists. And these are licensed therapists. That's the reason that I liked it. Michael Phelps has been a spokesperson, so that might just trigger a memory for somebody. I've personally been involved in Facebook groups, and I would encourage talking about this with your team. So Super Better is one that I really liked because it helps us become emotionally resilient, and not in a way where we're detached, but in a way where we can handle challenges, where we can learn to adapt to something that we're not familiar with. And Super Better is a community you can join on Facebook that is for free. Now, mind you, you can also, I'm sure after this, have, you can always add in a subscription or, for that. The other one is Happify and Headspace. And both of them, they've got from yoga to really cool exercises, which I wove in here afterwards. I think it's important that we sit back and become more mindful as we're entering into the workplace, because otherwise it's scary for some people. They have to make adjustments and to adapt. And I think this is a great way that we can finally weave in our heart with our clinical and scientific mind.
Man, I like that. And I'm glad you keyed in on yoga. So for those of you who don't know, we have added a whole new page to Ignite. And it's about yoga and it's about meditation. It's our gift to you right now through everything that's going on. I love that concept. We're going to start our morning huddles with a little meditation and get our heads clear. And to your point, Anastasia, I know you come from dentistry and this is home, but your community is our patients. They're the people who come in our practices all the time. So I think a lot of your perspective is helpful because it stretches beyond our 4 walls. So we have not just our teams, we're not all coming back together that alone. We're talking about all of our patients who have all the same baggage we're carrying right now. What are you hearing out there? What are patients worried about?
Patients, from what I'm gathering just from my communities, they're nervous. They want to get back, which actually was refreshing. I think we get a bad rap a lot of times. I know I can't tell you how many times I would hear, I don't want to be here. And what I'm hearing is a lot of people, especially for their wellness visits, for their dental hygienist, they can't wait to get back. They just want to have the connection from the dentist and the dental hygienist, and that connection being on social media. They want to know what to expect, and they want to have transparency. So whether that's taking somebody through in short little videos, maybe to place up on your social media, just to say, hey, this is what we look like. If you're going to see kids, maybe not to, just to share what to expect. This is what our team will be, because some people are still not using face shields. So I think it's a plus to add what you have to offer to the patient, to put their mind at ease, to make them comfortable, because for them, it's the unknown, right? And when they enter your practice, it's the unknown. And if you don't have anything to connect with them over social media, and I know our phone skills and communication skills, but everybody's on social media. So even if it's a checklist, maybe to empower them to ask questions, that is what I'm hearing, because people don't know what to expect. What are they going to wear? How are they going to clean their room? How long is my appointment? But the reality is the desire to acquire health that has not wavered.
That's good to know, honestly, because I think there's a lot of questions out there, and that mental state that we're all trying to get to we need a little bit of good news. We need a little bit of a glimmer of hope here and there, and that's good to know for sure.
Yeah,
it's very refreshing. Yeah.
it's nice. You know, we had another team meeting last night for our practice, and we literally said, what's our biggest problem now to overcome? And it's, we have so many patients who want to come in. It's going to be slowing them down so we can safely bring people in and safely bring our team back to the practice, which is, to your point, Anastasia, wonderful news that people are, you know, we've done a good job in dentistry. We've taught people to care for themselves really, really well. I like your point, because from a perception standpoint, we discussed this too. Some people are going to feel great seeing us in our spacesuit, and some people are going to be, whoa, wait a second. So establishing that expectation, I totally agree. It's so important for us to do to make everybody feel good.
We're healthcare heroes also. And I think it's a mindset, right? So it's about talking to your patients and showing that image of what to expect and however that is done, but to show individuals, you know, this is what our team is going to do for you. You know, we're protecting ourselves and we're protecting you because we're committed to excellence. Really, that's what it's all about. And I think you said spacesuit, that could be super fun for kids. I like, you know, we're healthcare heroes. So whether you look like a surgical team, because that's what we've been seeing in the media, that's, you know, for me, that makes me feel good to know that you basically have the surgical attire, so to speak, to come in. I feel comfortable. And any way that we can make that patient feel comfortable and help them in the journey, that's a win-win.
So S's on all gowns. I like it.
Absolutely.
I feel better already. I don't know how you guys feel. I feel great. And capes. Let's bring capes. Yeah, are capes a part of our new PPE? Because they should be.
Yeah. They should be. Get the Wonder Woman, you know.
Ooh, I like that too.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, we could do that.
Absolutely. Send some cool voices, you know, the Batman, whatever. Hey, I'm telling you. So.
Right, as long as it's not Darth Vader.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. That could get creepy. Anastasia, I'm your father. That's not bad. It won't go over well.
It'll be like, we're going to pre-rinse now. You know, you don't want to have something like that, but hey, whatever.
Maybe it'll work. It could be a thing. Kev, any other thoughts?
No, first of all, it's good to laugh. I mean, seriously, you know, but no, I think that whenever we give ourselves permission to go through the emotional gauntlet, and it's okay, and to not have all the answers like Dave, you and I've talked about so much, it's okay as well. But just to be able to connect with people and show empathy, I think is so important right now. And, you know, I think we all need that. We really do. So Anastasia, I'm glad we were able to chat about it today.
Thank you. And if it's okay to just bring one point, if people want to do an exercise. So I like to give somebody something tangible, and that might be for the doctors to take into the practice, maybe a small little notebook for each team member, and it's their personal journal. And I got this off of Happify, which was one of the mental health apps. And I'm just going to read it from the notes I wrote down. It was just, notice 3 good things that normally fall under your radar. And I would encourage, like, at the end of the week doing that, and everybody just mentally, like, it's just stretching your awareness is what it's called. I have to tell you, it took me 15 minutes. I'm like, what flies under my radar? So one for me, just to, you know, close it, was like, oh my goodness, the plants that our neighbors left us with are actually still alive. I mean, seriously, like, that to me is like, but it makes you laugh, right? It's stuff that we don't really recognize. And the second thing was just to share with people every week, 3 people who have been kind to you lately, and write what they did. And I think at the end of it, it helps team members to appreciate their work environment and what is happening around them. You know, even if you get that patient that maybe is a little bit more, you know, on the cautious side, or maybe not as, you know, welcoming. And we need to feel that. We do. Because most of us are women, we like that virtual hug kind of thing. But it might be really cool to have something like that to reference.
I love it. Friends, work-life wellness, balancing work-life wellness in a very unbalanced work environment right now. Anastasia, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the laughs. I think, Kevin, to your point, that's such an important part of all of our day. And when we can bring, I think, that just confidence and that ease to our practices, it's going to make our patients feel great when they walk in the door. They're looking to all of us to set the tone. So let's set it in a positive way. Let's set it in a light way. Let's be professional and be protective, but let's go show them that they're in the right practice with the right people who are there to take care of them. Guys, thanks for being here. I know we'll do this another day. Kev, I'm sure we'll talk later. And until next time, together we rise.